Welcome back to the Phenom Fantasy Channel. Hey, this week we're going to do it a little different. I'm not even going to discuss the recap. I will go over the predictions, but let's just get right to the way it shook out. And coming in fifth place, and eliminate in the Pimps division, and eliminated from the playoffs, Willie Bad at a 3-10 record. Not good. In fourth place, also eliminated from the playoffs, Downtown St. Brown at 5-9, also eliminated. Tickle Shits at 5-9, making the playoffs, and in second place in the Pimps division. And it came down to the final whistle, Wrecking Crew, 7-7. And then Will's team is a garbage can. You pulled this one out. You have clinched the division, and you have clinched the bye week. So congratulations, Will, on the Pimps division. And sadly, I believe the entire season, if I'm not mistaken, the entire season, Cody was ranked number one until right now. Right? See how I stuttered? See how I machine gunned that word? Yeah, I think he lost it right there at the very end. And in the Tricks division, in fifth place and eliminated from the playoffs, coincidentally with the same record as the guy who made the playoffs and got second place in the other league, is Red Nuts. So unfortunately for you, you were in the wrong division. Had you been in the other one, yeah, I guess you still wouldn't have made the playoffs. But, whatever. Then we have Lamborghini at 8-6 in fourth place, making it bye week at 8-6, and in second place in the Tricks division at 9-5, Mitchell. And no shocker here, winner of the division, winner of the league, started the season, draft day, ranked number one, finished the season, ranked number one, best record, everybody knows it, Tatanka Blanco, that's me. So nobody's really shocked by it. I mean, and honestly, because we're friends and we've known each other for a while, you're not really shocked by it either. You're impressed with people who are impressive at first. You know, you meet them like, oh man, that guy, he's the best guy I know at fantasy and so smart and looks real good and super fit. All those things that you guys have said about me at first. But you become friends and you see them all the time and you get to know them. You know, you're not impressed by celebrities anymore. And I'm not a celebrity, but I'm saying those star traits I have in fantasy, you're not impressed just because we're friends. We talk all the time. So you guys aren't shocked is my point. Like, you knew I was going to win the thing. I knew I was going to win the thing. It's what it is. The season stats here. Points for 1432. That's me, ranked number one. I did not have the highest point total of the year. Cody had the highest point total of the year, coincidentally, and he's ranked sixth in the league overall. But what I did have by far is I had the fewest points scored against, but that's because my defense is pretty epic. I have Seattle's defense. I'm a defensive-minded person. We just shut people down. There's only two teams in the 1200s, and three. Lamborghini, they only scored 1247 on you, and bye week 1298, so you're right on that line. And they scored 1236 against me, but that's what it is, guys. That's the shakeout for the league. So let's get into the playoff bracket. So in the Tricks division, Tatanka Blanco has a bye. Nobody's shocked by it. We all knew it. Lamborghini versus bye week. Both 8-6. Bye week, you're 4. Lamborghini, you're 5. Cody, you're number 6 overall versus rebuilding season at number 3. And then Lloyd's team's a garbage can. You have a bye week also, and you're sitting at number 2. But our scoreboard this week, let me go to the box score and just check it out really fast. Lamborghini versus bye week. Bye week's projected to win by 7, 98-91. Almost every advantage goes to bye week. The only variance in that, Lamborghini, you have Harvey, and you have the Cowboys defense. Those are your only advantages of the week. Looking back and forth at projections, though, I will have to agree with ESPN, which is not a thing I like to do. I think bye week wins this one, which is actually, in the course of the season, we're not shocked by it. I think we're more shocked by, I think you put together a pretty good run. I don't know what your record was, but it seemed like you sucked for a second at the first, it seems like. but you finished out pretty strong. But I think you go down this week. I think bye week wins it. Then we have Wrecking Crew versus Rebuilding Season. Wrecking Crew, you're projected to win this thing 113 to 101 versus Mitchell. And you have all the advantages. The only two that you don't have is he has Drake May at quarterback with the advantage, and he has Rashee Rice as a wide receiver. All the advantages go to you. Going back and forth, though, this is kind of crazy. But Cody does have a running back staff. The only thing that is potentially suspect here is McCaffrey's versus Tennessee. I think Tennessee has an okay run defense. Jonathan Taylor versus Seattle. That's a bad deal there, especially when you also don't have a quarterback. There's nobody to even mix it up. Your really only real power is Jonathan Taylor, so it's probably not going to be hard to shut him down that week. May not be good for you, but you have Jamar Chase, you have Agbuka, you have Fanning, who is back to fantasy relevance again. Depends on the quarterback, and he's been through 3 or 4, but this particular one throws on the ball. He had 11 targets last week. I don't think receptions, just 11 targets. Touchdown, had a few points. Woody Marks runs the ball. So to be honest, I'm taking Wrecking Crew. I mean, don't get your feelings hurt, Mitchell. I've been going against you all year, and honestly, it's almost like I boost you somehow. I'm not sure how, but it's almost like I boost you. It seems like I was on a hot run earlier where I never missed a game, at the first of the season. I didn't really do the math on it late. I was pretty accurate all year, but I have rooted against you most of the year. Might as well continue to do it. Apparently, it pushes you to 9 wins. So I'm taking Wrecking Crew, but nobody's going to be shocked if Mitchell wins. So next we have, Tickle Shits versus Red Nuts and Willie Bad versus Downtown St. Brown. Put that in a bingo hopper and swish it around. Betwixt all of you guys, there's only about 4 wins, so anybody's game. Next bye week, Lloyd's team versus Garbage Can. Lloyd's team is a Garbage Can versus bye week. I think Lloyd's team is a Garbage Can, wins this week by about 90. So, solid week. Those are my projections for this week. Now, the one thing where I don't know how this is going to shake out, I'm going to look at the playoff bracket here. Based on what I said, this is my predictions. Based on what I said. Bye week plays in the second round. Predicted. Bye week versus Tatanka Blanco in the second round. And I think Wrecking Crew is going to play Will's team as a Garbage Can. And from there, but don't be shocked if Mitchell actually wins. And I'm not trying to double do it. He has this 9 wins. I go against him all the time. He keeps winning. So, I'm not going to be shocked by it. But I'm going to go Wrecking Crew versus Lloyd's team as a Garbage Can. I think Tatanka Blanco beats bye week again. Probably by 50 again. I'll probably be in the finals, honestly, versus man, it's tough. I'm going to go against probably Will in the finals. And even though I just said rebuilding season is going to lose in this first round, don't be shocked if I play rebuilding season. I really just want to say, I just still think Mitchell sucked for so long, so in my head, I think he's not good at fantasy. But if you want to know my real predictions, I'm probably playing Mitchell in the finals. If we're just really getting it out there, that's probably what's going to happen. And then I'm probably going to beat him by 50. Somewhere in there, 60 points. It's going to be a finals that's not going to be close. You know what I mean? But that's how it shakes out. Yeah, I mean, is anybody shocked by it? Look, I know that you guys have all been impressed with me forever. You think I'm smartest guy you know. I'm real analytical. He's a fantasy genius. He's a numbers genius. His hair looks good. Oh my gosh, he's so fit. He's so good looking. Oh man, he has so many hundreds of dollars in his bank account. I'm sure that those are things that you say about me. But then over time we get to know each other, and after we know each other, you're less impressed. You're impressed that I'm your friend, but you're less impressed because you see me all the time, you talk to me all the time. And so, I'm glad that things are normal. You don't treat me like I'm Tom Cruise or whatever. But I think that we all know, even though, you're less impressed on a daily basis because we're all friends, you all know that I was still going to win. And as I said, I believe earlier, I started the season number 1. I had the number 1 draft. I was ranked number 1 to start with. We finished the season. I'm ranked number 1. And then there's a third portion because draft, regular season. The third portion in the playoffs, somebody's got to win it. Probably going to be number one. And if that happens, it could be the first time. Maybe not. I don't know. I haven't done the math, and we can't go look at the history because we switched the league around. But could be the first time in the history of the league somebody had the number one draft, the number one season, and won it all. And, when you believe, you can achieve. And I believed it from draft day. I believed it in the season. I believe it now. And that's probably what's going to lead me to victory. You know what I mean? And probably going to celebrate. Probably going to go to Disney World. Probably going to hang out with Starla. Probably going to hang out with Kim, who I call Kimmy. You know what I mean? And it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a real good time. And so appreciate you guys listening in, and good luck in the playoffs.